Alright, let me explain why kings marry into royalty so royalty can carry on, and the importance of genes, and I'll map that to artificial intelligence. First and foremost, let me show you an example here. We need two more bots to spin up, but basically this is what we call a Q table. A Q table is a mapping between a state, so a state representation of the world, as I mentioned before in the previous video, and the possible actions which you can perform in that particular state. So if I'm sitting here alone, I can make a video, I can go exercise. You see, I have a number of options of actions that I can perform in a particular state. It's straightforward. It's not complicated. I'm going to keep it as simple as possible. So in those states, you have numbers in your mind. You don't know that you have numbers, but you have numbers associated with the reward that you'll get from performing each action. So as I mentioned, that's in a previous video where I say how you actually choose between actions. So this is in JSON format. Let me just format this for you quick. It's a relatively big file, so I hope it'll format quickly. It might not, but anyway. Oh, there we go. So how it works is that there's a state representation. So this for example here represents a state, and these are the actions, and these are the values that have. This is, for example, going to drink water, going to drink alcohol, going for a jog, and yeah, just being on social media for no reason. So from this you can make a decision out of every state that you're in. If you're feeling down, you know what to do. You have a number of options. If you're feeling sleepy but you need to be productive, you can follow up on the action list that you have created in your mind, and then you update this action list as you go on and on and on. You see this thing? So as you go on and grow, you know you have less priority on playing games, whereas a child hasn't created enough actions. When they sit, think of eating, going to play, and entertainment. But as you grow, you see that, hey, let me try to maximize my number of income streams. So that's one of the ways, and that's what drives you away from playing. You still like play, it's just that it's way down on your priority list of available actions. Okay, now this leads me to something else, whereby what makes other people perform better than other people. Let's say people come from the same village. There's one thing that's very important there. One thing that's very important is where they actually come from, the environment, the kind of people they interact with. That's the knowledge that you get. You get that knowledge from the people that your belief systems as well. If you were born in Afghanistan or America, you'd have different beliefs. If you were white or you're Chinese or Indian, you'd have thought differently. I promise you. So with that in mind, it depends on where you're from. Now, there's another thing in artificial intelligence, whereby all these learnings, this one will take time. For example, you can't just create it in your mind and just memorize actions and monitor the value that you give to jogging. No. It happens almost automatically. What leads you to go, let's say, pick up a book and read, instead of just slacking around and watching Netflix? There's something that helps you. You're born at the same place, went to the same school, but you choose a book, and the next person, your peer, chooses to watch Netflix all the time while you're reading and trying to increase your income streams. Why? It's not that you're just intelligent. It's not that you're just wise, and no, there are other factors that determine your action, and one of the factors is genes. Genes are things that you don't understand, that just help you. They give you that little push. Two people can be approximately the same motivation state to read a book, but another one will just get this push. That push is your genes. That's why royalty marries into royalty. or used to marry into royalty because they want to preserve those good genes. If the good sound royalty is when they choose the first king to be someone with strong genes. For example, if they survived war, they led very well in war, something like that, very great genes, or very intelligent, that's when they can say this guy is a king. That's a selection of royalty. See this thing, yeah. So as a selection of royalty, they're just keeping those genes. And what do genes do? Genes determine your actions, and they I like to put it as though they help you in good action selection, just like I actually explained with this Q values, that you have a state and you have a list of actions and you have values associated with those actions. That's the same thing, but it happens almost automatically that you don't even realize that you're making such decisions. You see this thing? Yeah. And in artificial intelligence, Q values are they take too long, and they take, I'm gonna be a little bit technical, they take too much computer space. So you can't store all states of life and all the associated actions. So you group things. That's what human beings do. They group things with a small sample and they generalize. You see? You generalize and then you say, in these kind of situations. See, in these kind of situations, yeah, when I don't have money, this is usually what I go to. I always get my results when I do this. You see, if I'm not so happy, this is what I do to get such results. You see this thing? So we generalize when human beings are not accurate. That's why a calculator is more intelligent than you, or in calculations. You see this thing? It's faster and it's just better than you. You see, because we're not specific, we generalize. We're not specific. You see this thing? Yeah. We don't look into individuals, whereas computers use bits. We use concepts and logic. I don't want this video to be too long. Let me cut it and then we'll continue on this one in another one. I hope you're enjoying this artificial intelligence and philosophy series. My video.